Welcome back, most beautiful corpses. Well, two of you. So, compromise. Compromise in a kill conflict doesn't often feel much like compromise. Um, because it was a kill conflict, because you risked your lives to kill these kobolds, your lives are on the line. And I think that for Harga, and I can't kill all of you because you did manage to do 1 damage. So,
I managed to do 1
Harga
damage.
and Merowyn, I think you are dead. I think the kobolds have slain you under the house of the 3 squires. I think the 2 of you are toast.
I am deceased. Cool. Sweet.
I think
I'm gonna check dead
a good call.
on my conditions.
I think
completed my goal, right?
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that. So, I think that you never escaped the dungeon. Your soul escaped the dungeon, but your body is still there forever and ever. For you, Upagast, with the combination of your sudden ability to speak kobold, your laser blasting abilities, plus all those cool magic tricks you're doing, I think that Blue Tongue has really taken a shine to you. And after you were stabbed multiple times and knocked unconscious by the kobolds, you wake up in some deep mushroom-encrusted kobold subcave down below the earth, forever enslaved to your dark mistress, Blue Tongue the Tormentor. And you live a long and slightly tormented life, amusing kobolds at their birthday parties before passing away from mushroom poisoning somewhere down the line. Or not something happens to Upagast. He lives the rest of his life, but I can assure you that whatever it is, it's bullshit.
It zooms in on him, and like the words that he says is just like. It was like, a job's a job. So, like, completely like.
Oh, I love it. It's beautiful.
Oh, this really works with your jaded, cool loner.
A job's a job.
Job's a job.
Oh, that's so good. Well, cool. I guess that's Torchbearer. So, yeah, like an interesting. It's hard to, and we talked about this a little bit at the beginning. It's hard to die in Torchbearer unless you're willing to. Unless you're like, yep, life is on the line.
We were eager to.
Yeah, you were eager to.
Yeah, totally.
I think the thing is like you could have won that fight. There was just a combination of bad rolls. Your tactics were great. Like choosing to go full in with your missile weapon at the beginning, that was great. The scripting wasn't like I didn't outscript you. I just rolled better than you did.
Yeah.
The might thing is interesting because it's like one of those things where you're like, oh, we're mightier than they are. Great. But you have to succeed or tie for it to kick in.
And they're just rolling so
And they're
many.
rolling really well, yeah, and lots of dice. Yeah. I feel like the whole first third of maybe the first 2/3 of the session actually went really well. Like you were doing that camp phase was like highly optimized, like really well done. So one thing that I think to take away from Torchbearer, like even more than Moldve, like they are quite similar, but even more than in Moldve, the more you know the rules, the easier the game becomes. And even between sessions, I saw that happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was reading through what my abilities were, and I could cast spells off the book. Otherwise, I would have been like, we would have had no chance because I would have
absolute rubbish if you couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Well, and it's nice. It's a bit of a ripcord, right? Because you can be like, well, I don't have any spells ready, but I guess I'm willing to like sack this one so that when I go back to town, I can do this.
Yep.
For sure.
Cool. Well, thanks for playing Torchbearer with me, y'all.
Yeah.
I feel like this is
crunchy.
It is. It's very crunchy. I quite like it. So, cool. So that's that. We're going to be, of course, continuing on with Burning Wheel this week. So we've got an episode of that tomorrow night. So you can tune in for the Burning Wheel. And then we'll be starting up, I think Mage the Ascension will be the next thing we do in the Thursday slot. We'll talk a little bit about scheduling for that. I'm not 100% on when we're going to start, but we will start with character creation. We're going to sit down and talk about, like, we've been emailing each other a little bit. I have a basic idea of what I think from a GM perspective, a storyteller perspective.
You're telling fibs and legends.
I gotta use all the correct terminology. what I kind of want the world sort of structure to be like, where we can kind of introduce the players to the game, and we can all kind of ease into what Mage is about, rather than be like, well, you're all 15th level, high circle technocracists, and you need to be familiar with. Right now, we're not going to do any of that.
We give us a month to read through the book first, and then
right. Well, we talked a little bit about starting the characters off as being a little bit like unaware, so we're going to kind of go on that angle. But I want to do character creation together, so that we can all sit down and say like not only what the characters are about and kind of how they work together, but what if you want to spend any of your resource points towards building backgrounds together. So like you might all have a cool punk house you live in and cast spells at and stuff.
We all work at the same tech startup.
Yeah, I mean,
and have no time to be wizards because we have to be on the clock like 18 hours a day.
You're all virtual adepts. So yeah, we're going for generally. I think we've decided on a traditions game. So the man will be the bad guy, though you can have a lot of fun being the man in this game too. And we'll have a mixed group, so you're not all going to be the same tradition. Which I think would be really fun.
Don't worry, I spent all of the emails lobbying for. I want to get as weird as possible and as philosophical and stuff. That is what I'm about with this game.
Yeah, we'll definitely start street level and then get weird, for sure.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Andrew and I can do that for sure.
We will keep pace.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I know you don't have the evidence to back this up, but trust me.
Yeah.
So trust me when I say that I do.
So if you're watching this live, the start date is soon. Trademark. It's the Blizzard soon, but it will happen. I want to do.
This ain't no Blizzard soon. This isn't like 3 years from now.
I want to. I want to talk about character creation stuff. I'll talk a little bit about the GM thing. What I might do is like a half and half first episode where we spend a couple hours doing character creation, and then I kick all these folks off and I hang out with you, chat, and we talk about. See, Griffin doesn't like it either. Where we'll talk about the campaign and some ideas I have for the themes I want to explore and that stuff, and then we'll start after that and try and do it weekly. But Burning Wheel tomorrow, and I know all y'all have other things to discuss as well. So I will go start the Q&A thread. If people have questions about Torchbearer, while I'm muted doing that, feel free to tell everybody where they can find you on the internet.
Starting with Hilary.
What? Okay. Hi, I'm Hilary. I am on the internet as a sparrow, all one word, and on just everywhere, including Twitter. I talk a little bit about games on Twitter sometimes. I talk more about other human being stuff on Twitter most of the time. Other things about me, I write indie tabletop reviews for Shut Up and Sit Down. One for Fall of Magic came out just last week. And I probably can be looking forward to a write-up on a Torchbearer sometime in the not too distant future. I also have a Patreon for a smut blog that I write. It's actually, this month is the 1-year anniversary of that Patreon. And life has been battering me back from this, but I am still planning to get together a Patreon for my little baby dungeon maps. I just have had a lot of real life conditions and high op tests that have not gone my way for the past while. So anyways, that's
twists.
Yeah. Dave?
Hello. Me?
Yeah.
So, hello everyone. I am Dave__human on the Twitters, which is where you can follow me most of the time. I don't know. I was thinking about whether I should commit to a project I've wanted to start so that I'm sort of beholden to people so it actually gets done. And I feel like I might. But first, and something I already do, I stream every Sunday at 7 p.m. GMT. Hopefully, we have one more day for me to get some replacement stuff for my capture card so we can continue playing Final Fantasy VII. because that's a lot of fun. Otherwise, it will probably be me being incredibly bad at XCOM 2, because that will be out. And even though everyone will be playing that, I want to play that as well. But yeah, project-wise, if you are in the Math Squad Discord, you might like to follow along. And I'm thinking of making it into a blog as well. But I will be trying my first game project with a Blades hack, which is going to deal with basically shoujo anime. So yeah, just taking a bit of a different tone with it, going for playing the good guys and managing all your responsibilities, whether they're like also being a high school student, having to recharge your souls by killing witches off screen. But we'll try and give that a go.
That sounds super cool. I'm into it.
Designer.
Sweet deal. Thanks, Dave. How about you, Andrew? You wanna close us off?
I'm Andrew. You can find me on the internet. On Twitter, I am at Commuting Crow, and on Twitch, I'm twitch.tv/actual_factual. And I'm going to be streaming there this afternoon, playing XCOM: The Long War, which is a mod for XCOM that makes it like more harder, more people in your squad, more likelihood of people in your squad dying. Everything like takes much longer to actually get through the story, all that good stuff. I would love for y'all to come by, because I will be naming all of my little XCOM minions after people in chat if they speak up. So
nice.
If you want to see yourself get sent to your death by me,
name somebody after Dave and then kill them accidentally.
Oh, kill them like after completing a mission successfully, and then just blow them up at the airlock.
Totally. That exact thing. Do that exact thing.
I'm going to do that exact thing.
Do it.
For sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, feel free to come by and check that out. I'm feeling like this is kind of a good little precursor to XCOM 2 coming out. And I've been hearing I've been reading up on The Long War, and it seems very cool. And it's like a community-driven thing, so I want to check it out. And then other than that, I do some streaming under the creative category, which I'll be doing again next Thursday afternoon, probably. And right now I'm just doing like making overlays, which I've kind of got to start on. I'm just doing like fairly simple graphic design stuff, but you can check that out too.
Cool. Thanks, Andrew. I've already given y'all my spiel for the other shows. Tune in tomorrow for The Burning Wheel. It's great. I'm excited. We have the whole cast ready, so it should be a fun one. The game took a bit of a weird turn last session, and I'm really excited to see where it goes. So I hope you will join us for that. Otherwise, Mage will start up soon, and if you want to follow me, you can do so on Twitter at SkinnyGhost. You can follow us right here for more roleplay content every week, and we will see you on the Interblegs. Go and hit up that Reddit thread. I saw some cool fan art for today's session, so go and post it over there. And it's not all just Naked Wizard fan art, so take that for what you will. Thanks for coming, everybody. Torchbearer is a slog, but it's my favorite slog. So thanks for joining me to get killed in the dungeon.
I love it. I love to get killed in a dungeon.
Well, good. I hope we can do it again sometime soon. Have a good one, everybody. We will see you later. Bye-bye.